We are on day 3 in Kyoto. This is our last day at Kyoto. We're gonna go to Hiroshima today. We're gonna go to Miyama Island. But first of all, we actually there was one attraction that we didn't want to miss. It's a bamboo grove, which is really cool. Apparently you can cycle around there, which is pretty rad. But right now it's like the old Kyoto Bridge, which is like iconic in Kyoto. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah. I think it's out there. Oh, there's it. Sorry, I almost thought I lost a little one.
If walking wasn't fast enough, we now have wheels.
Because we're riding bike.
Oh, you're great!
Look at these awesome bikes. They're really weird because they have like really narrow handlebars. So it's, oh,
Thank you.
It's kind of cool. People make a living doing that, you know. So we have all these high school students who want to take a photo. Yeah, that's cool, right? These trains are. Looks like a bit different from like in Tokyo.
I know, it's really nice. But I'm pretty sure the trams and stuff, the ones in the Hiroshima tram stop, they're like really colourful and they have cartoons on the sides. So they're really cute, yeah.
Oh my god, here we are in the Shinkansen from Kyoto to Shinkobe, where we've got to go in order to transfer to go to Hiroshima. It's no straight direct line.
There is, but...
Well, yeah, it's like first class trains. Like...
We bought these JR passes and they don't let us go on that train.
But there's like 3 different lines and we're in the mid-range. But, yeah, oh my god, getting through that station is ridiculous. I'm still so freaking tired from yesterday, right?
So tired.
But then like, they don't even have like labeling to go where to go to the office to book your seats. So you have to book your seats.
You don't have to, but it's better.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, we went to this one office, waiting for like 15 minutes in the line, and the guy just shuts it off. If I knew how to like flip him off in Japanese, I would have, but I didn't. Hiroshima now. It's nice and warm.
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, mate. It was an alright trip. It was actually a lot quicker than we thought.
Yeah, I didn't get much of a nap.
She slept most of the trip.
It was only an hour.
An hour. But because we had a really big day yesterday, we might just go back to the hotel today. Just take it easy. Just to like recharge our batteries because we have a few things we want to do tomorrow. Might go out for dinner tonight, I'm not sure. We'll have to actually, yeah.
We'll see what's close by.
Well, we don't actually know what's close by and we just need to find our place first to check in.
There's like a little thing where you hover your hand over it so that it'll sensor your hand and then flush. But it also has running water sounds to help you do your thing.
Time to get on the train. I think it's the same as buses where you pay like last.
Yes.
let everybody get off first, and then they open the doors to let you on. But everyone gets off the front.
I know, it's so backwards.
In Australia, everyone just plans like off as fast and as quickly as possible. As if like, you know, the faster and harder we push, the quicker everyone will get in. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Australia.
Australia.
We're going to the memorial site. Is that better? We're going to the memorial site in Hiroshima. Here's like the main bridge. Well, actually, I think the memorial site's on an island. And from what I looked at, it's kind of similar to Manhattan in the way how it's like it's 3 islands or 2 sets of bridges or something like that. I'm not sure what that means. I feel like it's the memorial site to offer the A-bomb. The atomic bomb in Hiroshima.
Possibly.
I think because they're cranes are the sign of peace. And did you ever hear that story about that girl named Sadako, who came down with leukemia and she was meant to make 1,000 cranes, and the story was that she didn't better.
make it.
Yeah, she made 1,000, but she didn't get better, so she made 1,500. And she was going for 2,000. Then she died, and then her class made the other 500.
Yeah.
Sad, right?
I did hear about that.
I remember like last time coming here, I was pretty surprised by the museum because it came out with like wax figures that were just, I guess, you know, you go to a museum in Australia and they are just pretty subtle PG rated and everything, but I remember like there was like wax figures of people's skin melting off and everything, so I'm not sure if it's the same. That was like almost 10 years ago. So how did you find that?
Sad.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was actually very sad and interesting.
It was interesting to begin with, right? Because you talk about like the specs of things and what actually happened, and like in theory there,
yeah,
it like tells you that it's sad and horrific, but
yeah, I mean, like it talked about it, but it didn't show. Like, I mean, it was called the special exhibition. I think that's why it was different than when last time you went, because it changes, I guess.
Well, no, actually, I was reading later that main building is closed. And that was only parts of it, and it's closed until 2018.
Why is that?
Because they're renovating it to bring a true understanding of exactly what the effects.
A true reflection.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. But I don't know if that actually means that they're just adding more into it, or if they're just redoing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that part was just, I don't know. It was called the special exhibition anyway, but it was like the personal stories and all the like shreds of clothing that had fallen off people. It was sad, and like I literally heard everyone sniffling, so I thought everyone was just crying as well because I was like tearing up. It's
interesting because you see all like the burns on people, and it's like
it's fucked.
And then it's like personal accounts. Did you see that thing of that lady saying holding her child, and it was a quote saying open your eyes, open your eyes?
I know. Even like that first, like that was the first thing I read, like that, you know, the one that you read, the first thing we read, I was already like,
yeah,
my heart.
I found a lot of stuff originally when I went in there was pretty confronting, because you don't see that kind of stuff in general museums, do you?
Not really. Well, I haven't seen a museum dedicated to like a
memorial.
No, dedicated to a disaster, like just a huge disaster where all these people died.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like war and stuff, but they're commemorating the soldiers who fought for them, and they're not showing like some sort of bomb that just destroyed families and civilians and stuff like that. Like, and just, I don't know.
I thought it was really good towards the end of it. Like, I'm not sure if you saw it, but there was like a poster that didn't have too much on it, but it said, it was talking about the autumn of that year, and they were saying that that autumn, or it was said that the 75 years after that bomb was dropped, nothing was going to grow.
That's what they predicted.
That's what they predicted. But that autumn, things grew green. And it said that at the end of it, the summed up line was that people carried on with their lives and they rebuilt Hiroshima.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they built it so quickly as well. I guess that's like...
Is that worth going to?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely. I do recommend it. We're on our way to the last standing building.
Highest.
The highest, sorry, last standing building that survived the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. It's also listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. We were taking up pictures from across the river, now we're going over to see it. As you can see, it's over there.
It is for a view. Oh my god.
It's really pretty.
We've just gone to go get dinner and look what we come by.
Yum.
What are we getting, Bob?
Okonomiyaki!
And we found one that does caters for vegans. Yay. So this is Eden's first experience with okonomiyaki. Excited? It actually looks really good because they catered for you. They're like
there's 3 different options, but one of them's just noodles.
What we have here is a hot plate. Because I think what happens is they cook it and then you just have a hot plate that sits there. Or I could be wrong, you might just put it on a plate. But who knows?
I've never had okonomiyaki before, so I couldn't tell ya.
I think you're gonna like it. Sahi. And look at like the eating utensils, right? It's like a little scraper. Flip our own pancakes, you know?
Yes.
What have you got?
I've got okonomiyaki.
Yeah, girl. How's that sauce going for you?
Going
Yeah, this is mine. Mine's like shrimp, pork, scallops, soba, and cheese, I think. This is like super traditional Japanese. No, it's not traditional, it's just Japanese food. Woo!
Do you want to see my photo?
No. How was that?
It's really good.
Recommend it?
Definitely, yes. Nagaya, what is it? Nagayata? Nagayata!
Okonomiyaki?
The restaurant called.
Oh, that was called. The other places we've been in, they in a shared dorm. And this was like the same amount of money it cost for 2 beds in a dorm. Or just a private room. Like it was $70 and usually like one dorm is like $35. So it's a good deal. So yeah.